Hello everybody and welcome back to Europa, where we should really probably be in a bit of a chill period here. The question is, for how long? We're going to need to attack somebody, but these guys over here, I mean, our aggressive expansion isn't really the problem right now. Right now the problem is this triple alliance. So if we were to do this, we don't have the favors down here to call in these guys. We could promise some territorial gains, but they don't want any territorial gains. So at this point, this is what we're looking at. And this is an inauspicious war here, for sure. Even if we were to do Maya Confederation. We'll have to keep an eye on this, but I would very much like to break up that coalition. Now, the next question is, these guys are part of that, but what about Chorty down here? We wouldn't be able to do... Well, this should be within coring range. So we would be able to do this. They are allied with just Quiche and Yokotan, so this is a better way to go about it. What about Yokotan? Yokotan's alliances look like this. Quiche, Chorty, and Kanpech. Okay, so this is going to be difficult to break into, no doubt about it. We're going to have to probably go after Chorty down here. That will be very interesting indeed. We are building up our manpower again, and that looks fine. So if we look in here, we're at 16 out of 14. We're gaining money at this point, although not much. That is good, and we're going to have to wait for some of this autonomy to tick down. That will definitely take some time. Particularly in locations like this. No doubt about that. But that will come down slowly over time, and that'll bring up our force limit. Probably somewhat. We can seize land from estates, and we should definitely do that. So we should first get an agenda here to bring them all up above 50. That looks good. And then what do we want? So stability of at least 3 would be expensive. Base manpower, that's probably doable. But the base production is probably better in the long term. So in ECAP, where is this? Right up over here? So we need to spend about 150 diplomatic power. We'll have enough to do that in a month or two. So that looks good. I do want to seize this land and get this on cooldown right now. There we go. Excellent. Okay. There we go. So we're going to gain some ducats, we gain some loyalty, and we also gain the benefits of having this production be increased. So that looks great. Now, we could move these guys down over here. We do not have access through these guys. They are currently our allies. So we could probably get it. So if we were to come down here, we would ask for military access, and they would give it to us because they are our ally. Chorty wants an alliance. We're going to decline that because we need to move down to here. So we're building up manpower while we're doing this. The idea here is we're going to position here. And yeah, we're currently losing gold because of attrition here. That's understood. So we're going to position here. We're going to go in and hopefully stack wipe this immediately. And then we can turn on their other allies, which of course include Yokotan and Quiche. So these two here. These guys will get here fairly quickly. So if we were to attack these guys, we would actually be able to call in our ally, which would be very useful. We should certainly do that. So we're going to do that right now. The question is, are they going to try to take any land here? They might. So that would be a potential problem. Do we think we can take these guys without them? I kind of do think that, actually. Let's go. Okay, so we're going to do this right now. We're going to come in and attack this army here. The idea is we take this out first, carving off one of their flanks. Excellent. So we're going to eliminate this unit, and I believe that was a stack wipe. Fantastic. We're going to take Milpow here. Okay, I'm going to shift consolidate this, and we are going to split off these 3 units. The rest of these are going to head up over this direction. Okay. Yokotan just did some mercenary hiring. That is noted. The question is, can we get up here and fight them right now? And the answer is yes. And in fact, these guys are on their way in. Now, I want to come here and prevent them from... They're building a castle here. Okay, noted. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, they're going to stop doing that, presumably, because we need to head over this way. I don't think we want to fight them there. Let's come back over here. We're at 12.4k here. And the question is, do we want to bring anybody up this way? Well, at this point, I want to call these guys in. So we're going to call them in. I'm going to allow this siege to go. The economy, fools. Okay, that looks fine. We'll gain some ducats here. And we called in these allies. The question is, are they going to come join? We do get a tech here. This is an admin tech. Okay, production efficiency is fine. We'll grab that. Okay, I was hoping that these guys would do something. Apparently that's too much to ask. So we will be the defender here if we go in. At this point, I'm going to shift consolidate, and we're going to pull this unit out. I'm going to move them up to here. Ah, these guys are now moving in over here. I would love it if they would actually siege this. This is good because we are the leader here of this siege. So we're going to get that as our occupation. That sounds great. Now I want to attack here where we will be the defender and the attacker will get a -1 penalty. These guys are going to try to come in, and they got there at the same time we did, but we won the battle. Did we stack wipe that? That was very quick. No, we didn't. So they're retreating up over here. I guess they're retreating down this way. And we want to fight them right there. Beautiful. That was unfortunately not a stack wipe, but we're going to head out over this way for now. Okay, here's a question. Do we want to hire in some mercs at this time? And I think the answer to that is yes. Specifically, I want to get this free company, and we're going to put them here. With the idea being that they are going to come down here, occupy this, and then they're going to stand here. Now, that's not going to be enough to actually siege this, and that's understood. We are letting our forces regenerate at this moment. We're probably not going to give anyone military access right now. So let's finish this up. They're queuing up a Mesoamerican spearman here. That's understood. We're going to move in right here and stop them from doing that anyway. We don't have enough forces here for that, so I'm going to shift consolidate, and we're going to move in 2 regiments here. We're actually going to need to move in a 3rd. So I'm going to move in this partial regiment. Okay. Something about like that for right now, and we'll get started on this siege. Now, these guys are back up over here, and we'll see what that ends up looking like. We need to regenerate a bunch of manpower, but we also need to get a bunch of sieges done. So that is mission number 1 for right now. 9.2k? Yeah, that's not great. We did just lose a general. However, we have this general. That is fine, I think. Specifically, what I want to do here is I want to shift consolidate this. I want to grab this force, and then we're going to put our general there, and we're going to move him over here. I want the maneuver here because I believe, if I recall correctly, and I want to group these together for now, I want to shift consolidate these. I want to move this back out. And I guess we're going to have to give that a tick. But I believe that that will allow us to reduce our amount of attrition being taken here. Apparently, we still can't move this. Okay. I guess we'll just group that together. So we're going to need to move an additional force in here. That's not surprising. I'm going to move these guys over. Okay. That'll keep this going for a couple more ticks. Maybe only the 1. We should, in fact, move these over. And we'll leave just full units here. So all of these reinforcements will be coming into this siege for now. We're primarily using mercs for this, but we definitely need to push through this a little bit more. So this is at 0, and this is at minus 35. We got a wall breach here. That's good. This is up to 14. Excellent. We are negative financially, and that's not shocking. Okay, we lost our diplomat. That's probably for the best. That will help our finances. And these sieges are going nicely at this point. Very, very nicely. We may have to move in another unit over here shortly. Ah, this finished. Perfect. So now we're going to move over this direction. We'll move these over. This finished as well. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to group everybody up for right now. With the idea being they are currently leading this siege. Okay. For the moment, I'm going to ignore that siege. Or maybe we'll just put our mercs there. And then we push in over this way. Now, my question is, what do these guys have? 6K? Noted. Okay, a peace offer from Chorty. We will get back to that. That is 10K. That's not 6K. Ah, Yokotan has some forces there. Noted. Well, that's fine for right now. We're just going to park right here. And we'll get this siege down for the moment. But I am going to move our mercs out over here. Interesting. They are leaving their fort location. 23 and 24 July. We would have to go around this direction, so let's back off slightly. Come in over here. Yes, this is getting reverted because of the fort. That's understood. But I want to fight them right here. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Beautiful. So we win that, and I want our mercs to come here and our regular forces to come around over this way. So that's a stack wipe, and that's a stack wipe too. Perfect. This war is over. They have nothing more that they can do. That is absolutely fantastic. And note how we're sieging right now with our mercs right up over here. Unconditional surrender from Chorty. That's not ideal necessarily. Okay, so Quiche. Let's target them first. So I want to do a vassalization here. This is going to be 23 aggressive expansion, but we don't actually care, so that looks fine. We're going to grab that. So Quiche is pieced out at this point. And I want to directly come over here, and we're going to want to increase their opinion with us soon enough. But I want to let that aggressive expansion tick down. These guys are no longer a valid rival. Understood. Are they going to flip this over to us, is the question. We'll find out. Our queen died. Okay. And there's also a battle going on up here. That is certainly noted. But we are definitely the strongest force in this region. So I want to take a quick peek here. 23 out of 17. Okay, that looks good. So our forces are currently regenerating. We're not taking any attrition outside of the mercs. And we don't actually care about the mercs. We're just using the mercs' manpower for right now for this siege. So that looks good. I also want to come into Quiche here, and I want to start improving relations with them. So that is going to be a necessary thing. Okay, it looks like they did flip this over to us. That's fantastic. I'm going to mothball this fort because we don't actually want that up. They have no forces to fight us with. So this is absolutely okay. We're going to bring our guys back home. So this looks good. There's an unconditional surrender here, and calls for peace will be heard soon. This is a problem for sure, but I want to finish this siege. We're still at minus 35 here. And we're not rolling very well on this. So that is noted. Out of curiosity, at this point, if we were to vassalize Yokotan, who would be angry? Campeche, Yokotan themselves, and Chorty. That's not very threatening, to be honest with you. Okay, we got a wall breach up here. That's good. And, of course, our war exhaustion's getting up there. That is absolutely noted. We don't want our war exhaustion to get too high, but we're up to a positive chance on this siege now. This should be over very shortly. We got a disease outbreak. That's not ideal. Okay, up to 21%. This is now getting much more likely that this ends. I like it. Another disease outbreak. Rude. Very, very rude indeed. Okay, our corruption is going up a little bit. That's noted. We are rooting out corruption slightly, right? Yeah, we are. This is fine. Not too concerned about that. Okay, the siege is now over. So, we're going to vassalize Yucatan. They're going to become our vassal. We're going to take all of their gold. This is going to give us a coalition, and that's understood. But we're going to vassalize them. We just joined our subjects' war. I'm not sure what war this is. We'll look at that in a moment. For now, we have Yucatan dominance, and that gives us 5% morale of armies. Beautiful. We'll grab that. That looks fine. Okay. So, next, we're going to need to deal with this, and what is this? These guys. Okay, let's move our lads over, and do we want to roll up a leader here? I think I'm just going to teleport our leader over to this army for now, and these guys are going to slow walk over. What do these guys even have? 7k and 5k? We might be able to win with just our free company. That'll depend on rolls, though, I think. We'll see where they are here. In fact, let's just sit here for now. They're actually sieging here. That's very interesting. Okay, I do want to end this war. So, if we were to do this, who would be angry? No one. Beautiful. We're going to do it. So this is our territory now. That's wonderful. We finished another mission here, and that is Highlands Resistance. That's going to give us 1,000 manpower, and that's very useful right now. So we're going to take that for sure. And we can call in an ally into this war. The question is, do we want to? And I think the answer to that is maybe no. Yeah, I don't like that movement necessarily. They are not able to siege this. This is a level 3 fort. We would not be able to siege this either. We have to wait for reinforcements to come in. So I guess that's okay. We will certainly do that. We're going to eat up this manpower pretty quickly, and we are going to gain some war exhaustion. We want to be out of this war pretty quickly here, but let's just head in with our mercs, as well as I'm going to shift consolidate here, and we're going to bring out 3 units of spearmen and our mercs. Something like that. Okay, so in we go here. We see there's going to be a battle down this way. Not like it's a very big battle, but that's fine. Okay, so at this point, we could lose some ducats, and that's probably okay. We already have a breach here. Remarkable. Okay, now I do want to come in to Yucatan here, and we want to start improving relations with these guys. They're very upset at our aggressive expansion, but fair enough. We'll get there. Ooh, they attacked us here. I did not see that. That was good timing on their part. They did that the moment we looked away. Do we get in there in time? We did not. Okay, so these guys are going to be retreating. And we could come in and attack these guys down over here while we wait for that. Just kind of making our way up over this way. We don't have access to go... Oh, they're going up here? I don't know where they're going. Yeah, we don't have access to go there. So we're just going to chill here for now. These guys are going to turn back around and come right on back over here. Okay, we're going to take this location. We're going to come in and attack them. Although before we get there, I want to bring in our leader. They have a very good leader there, by the way. That's probably why they won that relatively easily. Also, they were the attacker, or rather, they were the defender there. So that's understood. These guys were intended to be coming down here as well. I guess this is fine, though. So we're at minus 4% right now in this war score. Remarkable. Okay, we do have access, though, to a mill tech here, and that's going to be a very, very good thing. That'll give us the ability to drill our armies, which we are going to be very happy about, because we're going to have to chill after this war for a while. So at this point, what I want to do is I want to shift consolidate here. We're going to move a number of these units out. We're going to keep 3 here. These guys are going to move back to our territory. Oh, this isn't enough? I guess because we have not gotten enough manpower regeneration here. This free company has a number of men in its reserve still, so let's let that recover. This should have enough after this tick. Yeah, that looks good. Lose a base tax? No, thank you. Okay, so that looks decent. We've got a couple of new vassals. We've got this territory down here. And of course, this is currently an impenetrable barrier for us. This is as far as we're going to go down this way until we get like some colonization or whatever. So that seems fine. Okay, so minus 28% here. We are currently needing 6,000 manpower, which isn't shocking. And ticking war score is going in our direction right now, so that looks good. My question is, who all is actually in this? It's just these guys. So we're probably going to vassalize these, right? Probably. Somebody pieced out? Okay, somebody white pieced. It wasn't us. So that looks fine. These guys are actually black flagged up here. Okay. That means that they can't really contest this. So, I mean, they couldn't anyway. They've only got 2,000 troops there. So that looks pretty decent. I'm thinking we vassalize these guys. Why not? Seems decent. They're going to be, I think, the wrong religion, but we can do something about that. Yeah, they are the wrong religion and culture, but we can definitely do something about that. Cool. We do see this nonsense going on up here, which I'm not a huge fan of. Apparently Aztec is attacking up here. Wild. Okay, so that looks good for now. Let's vassalize these guys. Yokotan would become a vassal of them? No, I don't want to offer tribute. I want to be out over here. There we go. They become our vassal. Perfect. And give us 30 ducks. There we go. That looks fine. Now I'm going to get rid of these mercs. They're not going to be available for a while. We're going to move our guys back to our capital for the moment, and that'll take some time to regenerate the manpower. That's understood. Now, I want to come in here and I want to start improving this relation as soon as we can, which is right now. Cool. So we're working on getting our vassals happier, and we're going to group these guys together, and we can now start drilling them, which is exactly what we're going to do. That looks good. We need to be at peace for a while here, and we do need a rival, so we should probably rival Tanala. Apparently Aztec is stronger than us right now. That is noted. They might try to come after this area. We'll see. But also, we'll regen a bit. So that looks okay. Royal marriage offer from Quiche. Would they accept vassalization eventually? Probably eventually. Let's see here. Oh, they are our vassal. Right. It's these guys that aren't our vassal. 57 reasons to not accept it? Okay. So we'll keep an eye on what's going on with Aztec over here. We can see that they do have a fairly decent army there. They're Miltech 3, 15k, but they have no manpower either. We're regenning manpower. They're sieging here. So they're probably going negative in manpower, and we're getting stronger right now. We're drilling, and we're regenning. So that looks good. We do need a core, and we should have been doing that a while ago, to be honest. So that looks okay, and we're dropping our war exhaustion. Our war exhaustion is definitely a problem. No doubt about that. But that is going to drop down slowly. 0.1 per month. Okay. We can seize land again, and we should probably set an agenda here. The nobility's not very happy right now. We could let our manpower regenerate. That's going to take some time. Base tax in Belize? Honestly, let's take that. So this is going to boost our tax income by some amount. That looks good. And the clergy is now happy, but the nobility is not happy enough at this moment for us to seize Crownland. They are giving us manpower recovery speed, which is nice. But we need them to drift upwards for a little bit. Or we can just... What happened here? Vassal of Tanala? Okay. Noted. So Aztec just kind of left. Sure. So that all looks fine for now. What are we at now? 46? Sure. Now they're coming back over here. Black flagged. Interesting. Okay, well that is fine for now. So if we check in here, we can see we're at 16 out of 22. Our combat width is currently 20, so we would definitely like to do that. Let's lose some unrest. I think we maybe should have gone tax modifier, actually. Now that I look at that. We should have gone tax modifier. In fact, we can afford to get some advisors going here. So diplomatic reputation, improve relations. I think this guy's too expensive. I think improve relations bonus. We'll go with that. And then land force limit modifier. Again, this guy's too expensive. Manpower modifier, though, that's very good for us. So we're going to take that. That will boost up our manpower a bit. And that looks great. 157 coming in. Not too bad. Okay, well, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we're going to recover our military, expand it out, get this core finished, which we can't do until Chortley finishes, but that will happen very, very soon. And then we're going to work on probably some vassal annexation and just continuing to take over our little area. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Atala, Ali Lee, Dark Horse, Xenocyte, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, The Lounge STL, Kentogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.